Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Back to the Features with me, Ciaran Bartlett.
And me, Chloe Bartlett.
Straight in, off the bat. You never know what you're going to... She's like a wee box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And she melts very easily. I'm trying to think what we've really been up to this week. I like easing people into this a wee bit now. You know, I don't want to tell them straight away, even though it's in the title what we're doing. I like a wee bit of suspense build. Do you know
Went
what?
to see Power Ballad.
We did go see Power Ballad. That's a really good movie. Nick Jonas, Chloe's boy. Paul Rudd, also Chloe's boy a wee bit. Paul Rudd's like our boy. We both love Paul Rudd, but Chloe does have a wee thing for Nick Jonas, you know.
Paul Rudd can do no wrong.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen... Do you know what?
The guy's got funny bones.
You've never seen Paul Rudd be bad in something?
No.
You may see movies that you don't love with him in it. I bet you he was still good in it.
There was a film I watched recently, and damned if I remember what it was called, but he comes into it like halfway through. All I remember is that... Is it Saoirse Ronan? Is the kid in it?
Oh, it's called I Could Never Be Your Woman.
Right.
Look at that.
Now,
Do you know what that is? That's some type of disorder. We don't know what it is yet, but go ahead.
Just files.
Right.
It's okay. Of a film, I didn't finish it. See the second Paul Rudd comes into it.
Yeah.
Mate.
Just lifts it.
Do you know when somebody's got it?
Yeah.
And they immediately stand out.
It's like whenever I would come into stuff, you go, this guy just has it.
Well, that did happen.
Oh my God.
That did happen the first time I ever saw you do stand up. I was like, who's that? Who is that? Because he stands out.
Who's this, right? In this massive tent that is freezing cold, where
You're
there's a gig on there Christmas.
The funniest comedian, like.
Oh baby, my nips were like fucking carrots. They were just like at night. Mickey Bartlett, oh mate, Mickey, thank you for doing the Karate Kid episode. I'm gonna throw you under the bus here. Mickey did this thing that night that he here. I'm probably the worst timekeeper in comedy, right? But Mickey did a thing where he goes to me, I'm bringing you on. I'm going on stage here. I'm not even stopping. I'm bringing you on. And the fucker did 20 minutes. And I'm talking, this was the most freezing cold gig I've ever been at in my life. Down near Docks, a big tent. I'm doing that as if like I was doing the gig in a trench coat, right? I took off. I was wearing a massive fleece lined hoodie, and I took it off. I was standing in a fucking t-shirt waiting to go on because I thought I can be freezing for 20 minutes. And then he did, for my set, he did 20. And I'm standing looking at him. I'm literally standing at the side of the stage waiting to come on and close this gig. I wanted to wrap a fucking guitar around him. He was brilliant, but mate, my nips. And you know what else? So my nips went that way. My dick went that way. Fuck knows what my tongue was doing. Mate, it was, all I remember was I had to get a wee piece of raw meat and coax my lanyard out with it the next day. Anyway, so here. Do you know what else happened this week? I haven't had crisps in a really long time, but the World Cup's on and I broke in order to have Walker's, what do you call them?
Sensations.
Yeah, but you know the hot wing ones. They won the crisp World Cup on no blasters, mate. What a fucking time!
Oh.
Like, anyway, do you know what? I'm not sliding back. There's no bad habits here. And then somebody caught me on using my fucking fake name in the Chinese as well, so that's mental. For a phone order. Awful. So here, listen, Chinese and crisps, and I say I'm not sliding back. The banter's already begun right now. This week's episode is all about the sensational 1995 animated classic starring Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, Wallace Shawn, Annie Potts, Don Rickles, John Ratzenberger, directed by John Lasseter. This is Toy Story. That's my bad attempt at singing the theme. That didn't really work, did it? Give us a wee bit of it. To
be fair, I wouldn't have done much better.
That's not bad, is it?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're in the you got a friend in me. Anyway, so we're going to talk about him later, about Randy Newman. No. This movie, there's a couple of things about this that I just want to say off the bat, right? So one is it was 100% critically approved. There were no bad reviews of this in major publications.
Wow.
Which is absolutely buck mad.
Not even for Sid?
No, I think
they accepted the disturbed neighbor?
I think going back, people were more accepting of seeing like a dickhead in especially in a kids film, as long as they get their comeuppance.
Right.
You can't have like stories. Oh mate, I'm gonna end up sounding like such an asshole. Listen to how I can't even say stories. Right, stories have been around. People have told stories for thousands, tens of thousands of years. Sit at the campfire here. Did you hear so and so fucking killed a deer the day with a stone? Right. See, villains, they're a big part of it. Now, there are types of stories where a villain can get away with it. And that's what the story is like, oh, sometimes life is just a kick in the cock. But in a kid's movie, it's okay to be an asshole as long as you get your comeuppance. You know what I mean? Malfoy's great because eventually he changes. His dad's great because he gets his comeuppance, right? Fucking Quirrell is the villain. He gets his face melted off. What about the best example I can think of is Gaston in Beauty and the Beast, where people go nowadays. I've said this before, where they go, Gaston's actually a very toxic masculine character, and you're like, aye, every no one is sitting there hoping Gaston kills the Beast and gets Belle. Everyone's going, I hope he gets fucked up. He gets emasculated and he gets thrown off the fucking castle at the end and dies. Like, that's, do you know what? Hashtag comeuppance.
Oh, mate, that roof scene.
Oh, motherfucker, where he pulls the knife, fighting dirty.
Yeah.
Here, do you know what? He loses, and then the Beast comes back, and the Beast gets resurrected and turns into a man, and then he bucks her. Ah, gee. Now, there you go. That's maybe...
That's all, kids.
I don't know, yeah. That's all, folks. Right, anyway. That was awful. I wish you cut that out, but anyway. This movie was made for $30 million. It made 401.2 million. It was the second highest grossing movie of 1995. What movie beat it?
95.
Think action.
Something with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
Think Bruce.
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
With a Vengeance.
With a Vengeance. Mate, it beat it by 5 million. Now, this week's episode is sponsored by the fabulous Golden Popcorn. This is a company based out of Antrim. They make amazing cinema-style handmade popcorn in the following flavors: salty, sweet, salty, sweet. We love it. Chloe's a big fan of that. The sweet and salty, the mix. I like the sweet. Great product. Especially if you're having a wee movie night, why don't you go and get a couple of bags of this? You can get it anywhere in all the big supermarkets, loads of different convenience stores. They also make this a dirty wee revelation called Gourmet Crunch. These are like wee popped type snacks. They have all different flavors. They have Louisiana barbecue, which I highly recommend. They have Thai sweet chili. They have salt and vinegar, and they have cheese and onion. Very low calorie. All of these snacks are low calorie and like allergen free. We love this company. They love us. They've been sponsoring us since we started. Big fans of Golden Popcorn. Go and check them out over at goldenpopcorn.com. And thanks for sponsoring the podcast. Let's move into our Clint Eastwood one takes. Guess what, guys? This week it's just one take by me. Have you got yours?
You go first.
My one take is, in the same way that Jaws fucking ruined Hollywood because it was so good. You know, people, you know this. Jaws was such a success that it fucking ruined the movie economy and how it worked, because people started wanting more money to make films, and therefore, you know, everything raises, it becomes an issue anyway. So in the same way that Jaws fucking ruined Hollywood because it was so good, Toy Story has ruined a lot of kids' films, and now almost everyone is, let's make this particular thing talk, and we'll do everything through the perspective of that thing.
Do you know what I love? Was it you said Family Guy?
Family Guy. Family Guy did an amazing joke about this where it was coins, and like some coin, like an old quarter sitting there going, I used to be worth X, right? And then he's like, somebody else is like, I'm a nickel. I used to get spent every day, and now nobody wants to talk to me. And then it just goes, coins, and then it goes, Pixar. We'll make stuff talk until you don't show up. Mate, there's so much truth in that joke, right?
Yeah.
Like, after this film, how many animated films are just fully CGI and not necessarily the better for it, and are just fully like, I mean, Cars, Monsters Inc., fucking Madagascar. I mean, I know they used to make animals talk, to be fair, in cartoons, but so much of it now is like, let's do like a deep dive perspective comedy of like what is it like? Not just like, I'm not explaining this well. Like, for instance, in Disney's Robin Hood is a fox, but like it's not told from the perspective of a fox. It's just the Robin Hood story with a
Right.
fox as the main character. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Or like the Rescuers. That isn't. They aren't mice living in a mice hating world. They're just mice. You know what I mean? So whereas this is all like, what is it like to be a toy? What does the toy want? Right? And then Cars is like that, and then fucking all those other ones are just named as like that. Do you know what I mean? What? Am I being a wee bitch?
No, I saw the trailer for Hoppers. Yeah, because we've been going to the cinema more frequently, and the trailer looked amazing, so funny, and I was like, please God, I want to see that, but I don't want to go to the cinema, and it'd be like a fucking school trip type thing. So I
Chloe
waited.
hates children, you see. She has square toes and purple eyes, and under all this, she's just a witch. So,
No, I don't. If I had kids to bring, I would bring them so that I could watch it.
yeah,
And like our
don't say that
our
because,
cousins' kids are like too young to go.
yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
People will be calling you up to babysit their fucking kids now. Take him to the cinema for me. I want to fucking.
I don't. Do you know what
No.
I always picture? That's what being a parent is like always doing fun things. You know,
I
like
picture being a parent being like, I'm trying to take, this wee shot of brandy without anyone seeing me, and trying to find people like you to take the kids off your hands for 2 hours. No, I know what you mean. You do want to do fun things. Yeah, there's two. Yeah, sorry, you were saying about Hoppers. So, like, you wanted to go see it, and then you started it the other day and thought it was dog
finally
shit.
came on Disney Plus, and I was like, right, wee cup of tea, and we'll watch this. It got turned off after 15 minutes, and I think mainly because I wasn't a fan of the story, but also the animation is just, it's so good that it's bad. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
And I
Yeah.
know we've laboured that before, and I don't think it's because I was born in the 90s that I crave
It's not actually just
the
looks
OG
shit.
Disney.
Mm.
Because kids that are growing up now, it's all over TikTok about this. How even the Toy Story, right? They've screenshot the original of Woody and Buzz together,
Mm.
and then the one that's coming out now, the Toy Story 5, and they were like, it's not even an exaggeration to say that the screenshot from the original one looks better.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they're nearly trying too hard
Yeah.
for it to be immaculate or
Well,
something.
we will get into the sequels a wee bit later. But what's your? Well, here let's move into watch history. Actually, that makes. So
Yeah.
sorry. Did you have a one take? Did I just skip over that? What is your one take?
That I was Sid Phillips when I was a kid.
No, you weren't. Did you used to destroy toys? Our Kevin was Sid Phillips.
A bit of both.
Our Kevin used to melt. I'm throwing him under the bus as well in a wee second. Go ahead. What did you used to do?
So, do you ever get the dollies that you used
No.
to? Right. Well, there used to be.
Kieran, do you remember all your wee dollies? No.
There
but
used to be
I
dollies
do remember a carefully curated army of plastic men. Go ahead.
that, like you needed to actually tend to them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like the
they
the
cried, or they needed,
my baby all gone. Fucking
Right.
the adverts worked.
or you changed their nappy.
Yeah,
or
they
whatever.
either
Well,
you had the ones that piss and all.
were these dollies?
Mental.
Yeah, well, you had to like fill them up first.
Fuck off.
It is. Anyway, we're not even getting into how weird that is, but there used to be ones that would sit up, and their eyes would open, and their eyes would like move,
like so.
and then as you lay them down, they close their eyes. Well, one day it opened its eyes, when they were closed, but it wasn't moved. It was lying down, so
Yeah.
I verdoofed it in the face because it scared me.
Fadoof is a great noise.
And I was actually
Fadoofed it.
I was terrified. And then I would say I would do stuff like that, but then on the like if they scared me, I would hurt them.
I was well, fair enough. I was weird about our Sheila's dolls, to be fair. I now when I was very young, I did have a terrible habit of pulling heads off Barbies and throwing them out the car window and things like that. That was when I was very young, but then when I got a bit older, I do remember specifically sinking my thumbs into a few sets of eyes because they were looking at me. So there is that. There is that. I was looking at me.
Some child psychologist
I
would
know,
have
yeah,
a field day
I
with
know.
that.
So, but the other, our Kevin, and our Declan, but our Kevin used to fucking take Kev. Do you know what Kev was? He's a fucking pyromaniac, right? He used to set fire to things. Now, not in a
arson way.
not in a dangerous way. He did also used to wet the bed and torture animals. No, I'm only the
triangle.
trifecta of serial killer. No, he used to play with lighters and matches, right? But not in an actually dangerous way. Like he was never like playing with it and set fire to the house.
Yeah,
He would sit out the back and fucking burn like a bit of newspaper, burn a bit of grass, or I don't know, burn a promissory note that he had written to someone. No, he would just fuck around, right? But he also he did also used to take a lighter to my soldiers. Have I said this before on pod? They used to heat up some of my soldiers and then smack them with a hammer, and they would go all flat. And he gave it back to me and go, "No, it looks like it's out of the Terminator, motherfucker." So yeah, they did a few things to my soldiers. But anyway, we'll get into all that later. About another time that I was Sid Phillips, right? So, watch history. Talk me through it. You were again what, like 2 years old when this came out?
hmm
So I was like 9.
I remember the later ones obviously coming out in the cinema, but this is like a lovely wee wholesome comfort film.
Mm.
Obviously the score is great, and the characters,
Yeah,
like that original story
yeah, it's brilliant.
of them meeting Buzz is
The
just
old toys being taken over by modern toys
yeah.
is a good story. I think Ari Illing, I really believe this. I think Ari Illing took me to see this in the Dublin Road Cinema. R.I.P. What a place! And I've said there about it. So around my memories of this is that it was around Christmas when I was 9. We went to see this. I think we got dropped off, and she took me to see that. I feel like it was during like a daytime, like a wee matinee, but not at the weekend. Like just coming up to Christmas, you're maybe already off for school, and you just get to go out for a wee.
Oh, it's
I
always
I
amazing.
believe that's what it was.
Or like the double whammy, you go to the swimmers and then the cinema.
Oh, epic. I used to, do you know, I used to, well, see, the reason why I missed Dublin Road Cinema, and this was really more for as an adult than as a child, but mate, the Smuggle King, the Smuggle game was so good because Burger King was right next door to it. So you could go in and get yourself a wee smuggle, a wee order out of Burger King, put that into like your hoodie pocket or into your fucking uni bag or whatever, school bag, and then fucking dander in and just buy a drink in the cinema. Oh, mate, sit down, have your, have,
Just someone commented on the Spotify to say that that isn't the rule. There isn't a rule to say that you're not allowed to bring food in.
really?
Yeah. So she was like, there's no need
They used
to
to stop you.
smuggle food, really.
Fuck, well, they definitely used to go, oh, you can't bring it in here. Definitely. And that definitely happened in Yorkgate. You used to have to smuggle. I think maybe they don't want you to bring in hot food from somewhere else,
And stink a place out.
because you'll stink it. But like, fuck them. I mean, what I've actually written here is I've said R.I.P. to that cinema, and ironically, I was going to see a movie in it and not buying any snacks, which is where they make their money. So I've also slowly killed the business that I used to love. But I do remember then that we got the VHS quickly of this one. Somebody bought it in the house, and I would have watched it, and then I would say I watch it now maybe once a year. I would say
Yeah.
it comes out in the house. I really like it. It's still funny. Well,
Just a pure choice of
it
words.
comes out in the house.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, sorry. Well, it also does come out in the house. To be fair, like whenever behind the closed door. Um, what's your favorite time of the year to watch this? I do like it around Christmas time.
Really?
Yeah,
I feel like it's earlier for me.
yeah, I like it around Christmas. I sort of feel like it's not really a Christmas. Well, it's not a Christmas movie. It finishes at Christmas, but I just like it at Christmas time because it reminds me of like getting stuff out of Argus and all. Oh, what a time! So let's talk about trivia on IMDb. Believable.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple of ones. The type that I love the most is who were offered parts and didn't take it. Billy Crystal was
wow.
was offered the part of Woody and turned it down. And then a few years later, John Lasseter called his house to offer him the part in Monsters Inc. And he said the story is that his wife answered the phone, and she came in and went, "John Lasseter's on the phone for you." And he took the phone. The first thing he said was yes, like that he would just do whatever it was because he knew he fucked up not taking Woody. Another one is Chevy Chase turned down Buzz Lightyear,
Mad.
which is massive.
Yeah.
Can you imagine turning down a movie this big?
There was a lot of controversy when they were trying to replace Tim Allen as Buzz when the franchise was already well in.
Oh, really?
I think it was like the third one.
Mental.
They tried to replace him, or he wouldn't do it, or something. But everybody was like, no. There is no other voice. Once you've established,
they are iconic, especially the big two. Like,
yeah.
Sid is based on a Pixar worker who had the same surname, who used to break toys apart and make like Frankenstein monsters and put them on his desk in Pixar.
Amazing.
This is a great bit of trivia. You know the bit when the green plastic soldiers are going up the hallway. They basically learned how to do their motion by putting shoes on their wooden plank and walking around in it and working out how you would actually have to move. So I thought that was great
Very
trivia.
cool, yeah.
First animation nominated for best screenplay at the Oscars. This is a good one. Sid's carpet in his house is the same carpet as in the hotel in The Shining.
Right, okay.
What are you laughing at? The phrase Sid's carpet?
Yeah.
Sounds like a business in East Belfast. If there's any left standing.
When Woody's using the baby monitor to find out what Andy's new presents are, the interference noises are samples from R2D2.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I didn't know that. Mattel, I love this one. Mattel wouldn't give them Barbie for the first movie. Wouldn't let them use Barbie. And Hasbro wouldn't let them use G.I. Joe. Hence, Combat Carl was created. I love that bit where he goes, "It's a Combat Carl." I love that.
Amazing.
Imagine not giving your fucking Barbie, like,
mate.
With Tom Hanks in it, like, he's a huge star in that thing.
This happened to Spielberg when he did E.T. They M&M's wouldn't let him use their product, so he went for Reese's Pieces, and their sales skyrocketed.
Mental.
And you're like, Spielberg.
I know.
Spielberg.
If they're denying him, like, this is a good one. All the kids that are in it at Andy's party. What?
Sorry, I've just seen the phrase "hidden Mickey," and
Amazing.
it made me laugh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Mickey. So all the kids that are in the birthday scene, they're all just Andy with different skin tones and clothes. They're all just different versions of Andy because they just did one child model and just fucking modeled it around that.
I'm gonna have to watch out for that.
To see that.
There's a hidden Mickey painted in the clouds on Andy's wall. At the
Mickey Mouse, let's be clear. Not just a hidden cock floating in the... There's also a sketch that's one of the original sketches of Woody on the wall in the background.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
the painted in the clouds on Andy's wall that begin the film feature a cloud compromising of Mickey's two distinct circle ears and large circle head below them. So I'm gonna have to look out for that the next time.
That is good. I didn't know that. Here's a good one. They initially wanted Paul Newman to play Woody and Jim Carrey to play Buzz because that was like old Hollywood giving way to new Hollywood, but they couldn't afford either of them. The hockey puck joke is a classic Don Rickles joke where he goes, "What are you looking at, hockey puck?" That was something he used to say on stage as a comedian, which I enjoy.
What was he meaning?
Just like, you fucking hard looking cunt, like,
oh, it wasn't like a rhyming slang?
Ugly fuck. I don't know. Yeah. And then my last one is this is a really weird one. Apparently, in the middle of all this, one time Steve Jobs got in touch with them and lobbied hard to get Bob Dylan the Randy Newman role of like music guy. I just think that's really weird that he was involved because I think there's crossover you see between like computer graphics people and the graphics animators in the movie.
Yeah.
So some of them used to work at Apple or they have family working at Apple and blah blah. And he got in touch and was like, "Get my friend Bob Dylan to do this." And they were like, "Nah." Don't really see Bob Dylan as much of a kid, you know.
Like a kid's.
That's my Bob Dylan impression, you know. Fucking
kids film composer.
Take this badge from me.
Give me a song of his.
I'm doing one. Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Oh, what?
Fucking, you know. Oh, many roads.
Oh, what?
Was the man walk down. Sorry, Bob. I know you don't care, but I'm not a fan. I'm sorry. I like some people you've influenced. I like David Gray. But do you know what? if we're going back into the folk revival days, I'll take a wee bit of John Martin. Stick Bob Dylan up your arse. Now,
Lisa Kudrow was considered for Bo Peep,
mad.
which she
Well,
was
sorry.
obviously massive at the time.
The Barbie thing. Barbie was meant to be Bo Peep,
Right, okay.
and then they wouldn't, so they made Bo Peep and gave it to Annie Potts. Do you know who Annie Potts is? Janine Melnitz from Ghostbusters. You know the "We Got One." That's
Very
her.
good.
Yeah,
John Cleese was considered for Slinky.
mental. Do you know who actually plays Slinky? Is Jim Varney, who was I think that's his name. Hang on, I wrote this down. Let's see. Yeah, Jim Varney. He played Ernest. You know all those Ernest goes to camp, Ernest is in space. He smoked a lot and he had like a real raspy voice. Hence Slinky. But I think he passed away soon after this, or maybe around the time of the second one.
Right, okay.
So he's not in all of them. It's
That's
a different
annoying.
voice. Yeah.
Slinky was originally meant to be a caterpillar, which made me think of Heimlich from Bug's Life.
Oh, yeah. Did you ever have a Slinky?
Yeah.
What's the other word for it? What's the other word for them? There's definitely another name for them.
Love?
Yes.
No.
Oh, there is.
You used to get metal ones or multicolored plastic ones. Or
I'm looking this up because that's going to drive me up
I
the
meant
wall.
doing this with a Slinky. And it's got like a rainbow shape.
Yeah, like a wee gradient running through it.
Oh, mate.
Hang on.
Do you remember the adverts where you would get it to walk it down the stairs?
Yeah.
And I could only ever get it to do 1 or 2 stairs. It never went. It never went
definitely-
the full 13.
There's definitely another word for Slinky. Damn it. Helical spring toy? No, fuck off, Google. There was definitely
No, love, a Slinky's a Slinky. Like,
no.
you mean like a brand name?
No, it like it isn't this, but like it was a word like this, like Rumbler Tumbler. I swear to God.
I guarantee you it wasn't. Yeah, the whole
Fucking-
world knows it as a Slinky.
I know. Hang on, because I'm getting it, and
We'll be right back.
you're a real wee dick when you just.
No,
are
I
like,
mean like the whole world knows it as a Slinky.
I know. I'm saying there was another term that was used.
Well, it obviously didn't catch on because nobody knows what you're on about. Not even Google knows what you're on about.
Do you remember getting the big metal ones in science when they were trying to teach you about waves?
No.
Like, and this is a transverse wave, and this is a longitudinal wave. I don't know if I did that right. I think I might have, but oh my God, it's so fucking annoying. And then you end up just fucking around with it and trying to throw it at each other and all. Did you ever get a kink in it? And then did you ever get a kink in your Slinky as well? Getting the kink in it was so shit.
Virtually impossible because of the
No,
design.
not in them shy plastic ones that we'd fucking one all took. If you try to do that to get, do that with the edge
it
of
would
it,
sometimes lock
sometimes
itself.
it like
yeah, sure.
gets wrapped around.
Right enough. So
So you did get a kink in it, and yeah, okay.
Yep.
No, that's nearly impossible. I think it happened. You just said it happened. Well, yeah. Any other trivia for me?
No, that's it.
All I'm thinking about, by the way, the rest of this podcast is what was that word? And I won't remember it. Right. Let's move on to Oscar clips. Your favorite parts. What are your favorite bits?
I love the dinosaur.
Rex is your favorite. Wallace Shawn.
I always thought it was voiced by David Schwimmer.
Weird.
It sounds like Ross to me.
See, it's weird because I always knew who it was because he plays Vizzini in Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Inconceivable, that guy. So it's funny to me. Like I knew who it was.
I also love the wee metal spider head thing that Sid has.
Yeah, I enjoy him.
The hook.
Yeah, I enjoy when he comes out and like Morse codes the fucking that wee bit.
That's like one of the dollies I vidoofed because it had the rolling eyes, you know.
I love when you first see the toys come to life. When Andy leaves the room for the first time, after he's played with him for a bit,
Yeah.
and then he fucks off, and then they get together for the talk, and he thanks Mr. Spell for putting on like a talk or something about plastic safety or something. I love the way like they just seeing them all, and then like that there's like a community spirit, and they operate as like a wee community. Like I love all that.
Or when things spell touts, when they
What?
spell touts.
Spell touts?
When
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he does. Yeah,
the buzz get pushed.
yeah, he does. RC touts as well at some point on there. They think he's touting when he's going like all that. And then I also love the birthday party where there's the military operation and they have the baby monitors and the soldiers are leading the way, and I love that the soldier's voice is Arlie Ermy, the guy from Full Metal Jacket, the drill instructor. So all that there, I'll do it later again, but like where he's like, uh, oh, he's opening a big package. He's real excited about this one. All that and all. I love that. And the whole, the one of them gets stood on. The ma stands on it and kicks him out of the way and goes, I thought I told him to clean these up. And then like, he's like, go on without me. We never leave a man behind. All that shit. Love
That's
all
amazing.
that. Love all that.
Pizza Planet.
Mate, I have Getting Lost at Pizza Planet as a
and also
the
I
whole
I
vibe
love
of Pizza Planet.
the
Pizza Planet.
the perspective thing where you're viewing it from their level.
Yeah.
It's so well done. Like the size of the furniture and
Like and
or
then
them getting in out of the car.
I love when they run across the car park in Pizza Planet and Woody is in a fucking tall cup and Buzz is in a wee burger box. I love that. I just think it's so funny looking. I've written down Buzz Lightyear. Like just when Buzz arrives, he's the coolest toy you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I remember my nephew had Woody and Buzz toys. It was a few years after us, obviously, when he was born. But like he got those toys when he was pretty young, and they were fucking great toys. Like they made them so well, and it was right down to the detail of like open up Buzz's wee arm flap, and there's the sticker and the made in Taiwan and the fucking, the like all the wee buttons on his chest did exactly what they did with the Buzz Lightyear to the rescue, all that and all. And the wings would come out when you pop them and all, and the wee buzz, the fucking loved all that. But just when he comes in and arrives, and you're like, and he's so funny because he's such an asshole. Like it's just, and Tim Allen plays it so perfectly.
The iconic scene of just across the whole franchise as well is probably one of the best bits. Woody's restoration.
Oh, that's in the second one.
The wee guy, like sewing his arm.
That wee nerd,
right?
Yeah.
Well, there's a guy who actually does that online.
I've seen him.
He buys
he buys like the basic bitch one, and then upgrades the hat and upgrades the clothes.
Yeah, because they've
made
skimped
it lower. Yeah, they've made them lower quality recently. Yeah,
they've skimped on details, and he makes them as they are from the film.
Yeah,
which is a shame because you're going. That's like they could absolutely corner that whole market.
Yeah,
but people will pay more now for these like actual
the
movie replicas.
Yeah. But like I love that. That was the scene. I remember that scene vividly because they released that as like a teaser trailer, like not a teaser clip, not a trailer for the movie, but it was a clip, and you had to sign up on a website to get it. And this is when the internet was like, when the second one came out, what was it, even like 98 or 99? Like this was like it took like a fucking 4 hours to download this 1 minute clip of the collector fucking or whatever he was called, but the restoration guy in doing that. And I remember seeing it and going, oh my God, Toy Story 2 looks fucking amazing.
Yeah.
The Claw and Sid Phillips, that whole bit, the Claw is unbelievable. And the wee fucking goobers, the wee alien toys are amazing. And him doing the, double prizes, you wee dick. I love all that. That's probably one of my favorite bits. The Mrs. Nesbit bit when Buzz gets depressed. Brilliant. I find that fucking funny. The toys revolt, like when they meet all those other toys and they're trying to stay away from Sid, and all the other toys help them. They come up with a plan, and that whole plan is fucking amazing. And then the big finale where they fucking go, try to get back on. I've just done a chicken crisp burp in here. When they go back on and like get back on the truck. But my absolute favorite bit is the Claw. The Claw. Amazing. The Claw chooses who will go and who will stay. I love all that. It's fucking amazing. Because for me, that is one of the best bits of the toy perspective, where you go, even within the world of toys, Asians are fucking moments because they're locked in that place, and the only experience they have of the world is looking up and seeing the Claw.
Yeah.
And when the Claw comes down and gets out, when he goes, I have been chosen. I go, farewell, my friends. I go to a better place. I love all that. And he's like straight into the dog's mouth.
Amazing.
It's fucking amazing. Okay. What's your favorite bit? If you were picking one Oscar, like my Oscar clip goes to the claw.
It's probably the intro to Pizza Planet.
The start of the Pizza Planet
Yeah,
stuff.
it's just the animation, the colors.
Mm.
It's brilliant.
Okay.
And just
So,
remembering like that, as a kid going, that was. I mean, when did you ever turn down a trip to Pizza Hut?
oh no, yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
definitely.
Never.
I used to. There's something very 90s about going to those places. Like we've been to the arcade recently in SSA, and it's just a throwback time, isn't it? Like,
It's very wholesome.
isn't it? It's lovely. Um, the Razzie reel. Let's talk about bits you don't like, things you don't like about this. I have a few. I've only like 3.
Less that I don't like them, but more that like the scarier parts.
Mm,
So obviously the intro to the Sid's room.
yeah.
And
See, what I've always thought was really funny.
it is, no, it is. But as a kid, you're like, "Ooh,"
Yeah,
you know?
like
Are they ever gonna get it?
one that always makes me laugh is like a set of doll's legs with like a fishing rod attached to it, or like a crane.
Yeah,
That's funny. And then the wee dude that comes over and fucking goes and pokes the torch off.
amazing.
I love all that stuff. I think that's some of the funniest stuff. Or the when he puts the pterodactyl head on the doll,
Amazing.
and that whole bit's fucking amazing.
It is.
Um,
Trying to get past the dog, and Buzz decides he's gonna try and fly out the window,
oh
and then when he falls and cracks, that's so grim.
yeah, well that
That's
is that is
so
grim.
grim.
And then he's literally see. I've said that I said later, like if they don't immediately follow that scene with Mrs. Nesbit, it's too sad.
I know.
Whereas, because it's all the music and all,
Slowing down.
Surely I will go sailing no more. And he's lying there and the arms off. And you're like, this is grim. And then it like cut to he's sitting there getting fucking sipping down Darjeeling with Marie. That's a great joke, by the way, when he says with Marie Antoinette, because it's a doll with its head cut off.
Very good.
So it is. It's French Revolution banter from the 1790s, guys. What about right? So my biggest Razzie reel is I hate Andy. I've always hated him. I think he's a wee dick.
Why?
I've always just thought he's a wee spoiled wee dick.
Gig.
And a whingy wee dick. There's no redeeming Andy for me. Just a whinge. Mom, you see my bus? Oh, where'd you check at your arse, Andy? Is that where you left it? I know, but he's
That's not his fault.
He's a wee dick. He's a wee dick. Nah, I don't like him. He's a whinge.
I was convinced my dolls moved too. That's why.
Well, funny. That's Tom Hanks said that was what attracted him to this. Was that when he was a kid, he used to wonder, did they do stuff when he wasn't there?
Do you know what I used to do? It's really tragic. I got like the.
Where's this going? You used to leave a hair on the door to see did they open the door when you were out.
I kept the box of one of like the bigger toys. You know, you got like the car or something for Barbie, and so I kept them all in the box. And I would tell them that they were pretty, so they didn't try to kill me when I went to sleep. I used to comb their hair.
If there are any child psychologists doing a good rate, would love to chat these. What about I've never been wild about the Christmas scene at the end. It's Andy's getting Christmas presents. I'll tell you why I don't like it. I think the movie ends perfectly when they sit on the seat beside him. When they land in the seat and he looks at them and smiles and says he's found them and they look at each other and it's bang, right?
That is a nice ending.
Just in there, right? Instead, we get this extra scene where they're doing the military operation again, and there's a rehash of a couple of the jokes. Like, do you remember when Buzz came and fucked everything up? What if someone comes now and they're like, hardly think anything's going to fuck us up now? And it's like, woof, woof, a puppy. And they just go, right? It's cheesy. I don't love it. The real reason I don't like it is because he's getting a puppy for Christmas. Not a good message, guys. Gaston might be toxic masculinity, but Andy's ma is an irresponsible bitch. Now, so I don't like it. I don't like it. What I have said though, generally, is it's 1 hour and 21 minutes. It's totally jam packed, and it's largely jam packed. I would say, in fact, I personally don't think Andy's great, but that's a massive nitpick. And the other thing is a nitpick, the Christmas scene. Like, it's 1 hour and 20 minutes. That's fucking brilliant.
The dog for me. I don't like the dog.
I don't mind the character of the dog because I think dogs did probably do stuff like that. And I don't mean chase after live toys, but I'm sure dogs fucking chew up dolls, right?
Oh yeah.
But I think the dog is badly animated, which comes in later. It's the worst bit of animation is the dog, in my opinion. But
Right.
anyway,
Okay.
I've spoiled something for later. So now we're going to talk about our wonder quotes, our favorite lines from this one. A lot of the drawstring ones out of Woody are great. Reach for the skies. I can't really do the
There's a
voice.
snake in my boots.
Somebody's poisoned the water hole. You're my favorite deputy. We're talking to you, Sid Phillips. Oh, we don't like being blown up, Sid. So play nice. Oh, kid. Sid is fucking funny to me. Like I've always, Hannah, the fucking, whatever she said is not true. Such a real, he's a wee dick, and the whole like, tomorrow's forecast, sunny. Oh, he's such a wee rat.
I know.
And the, look at this wimpy cowboy doll. Double prices. He's such a wee cunt.
Breaking the rule of not talking to the kid for Sid is funny. They
Yeah,
never
yeah.
talk to Andy.
Yeah.
So using that to their advantage is hilarious.
Isn't it? That's fucking class. I also, there's a thing, Sid is obviously just not being looked after either. That's what's going on there. And his wee sister.
Like, he can somehow order fireworks
I
himself
know,
to the
yeah,
house.
yeah. The big one. Is that what it's called? The big one. It came. It finally came. I say, you and I can have a cookout later. Such a wee
Oh no, it's brilliant.
and the way he laughs, and there's that bit where he laughs, where he's like, "Where are your rebel friends now?" And he's burned the spot in Woody's forehead, and his mouth is he has the braces, but his mouth's magnified and all. When he laughs, it's
Yeah.
like, I love that.
It is.
You are a sad, strange little man. You have my pity. Farewell. What about yeah, what are you looking at, hockey puck? That's great. I don't like confrontations. Oh, sorry about that, Spudhead. You are a child's plaything. I love that. Don't you get it? I'm Mrs. Nesbit. Where's your honor, dirtbag? You're an absolute disgrace. What else have we got? I'm lost. I'm a lost toy. Great. Let's see. We need more monkeys. There aren't any more. That's the whole barrel. Class.
Yeah.
He's saying Humpty Dumpty was pushed by Woody. I found my moving buddy. What else have we got? Well, that mistake is sitting in your spot, Woody. That's actually not an awful Don Rickles.
Yeah, and you regretted Wallace there too.
Am I?
Mhm.
No, I'll take it. And then we've already done the claw. The claw chooses who will go and who will stay, and Woody just goes, "This is ludicrous." Yeah, I think I do love.
To infinity and beyond.
I nearly forgot that. How did I fucking forget that? Stationed up in the Gamma Quadrant of Sector 12. Oh my god. I alone. No, was it? I alone know this weapon's only weakness.
Oh mate, see when he sees the Al's Toy Barn advert that he's actually a toy, and
See
it's
when
the realization.
Yeah, see when it just goes, not a flying toy in that advert.
Oh.
Fucking brutal. Yeah, and the just the whole way that the way he gets depressed is just really funny to me. And the music, no, it can't be true. I can fly if I wanted to. But yeah, I think for me, best line in it. I mean, it's got to be To Infinity and Beyond. What a great line! And if not, I do love You're a sad, strange little man. You have my pity. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And the whole, but we're not on my planet, are we? See that fight? He fucking
It's
beats the fuck
amazing.
out of Woody and his head squeaking, and then he punches him in the chest, and you get that buzz, 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 Lightyear to the rescue. I love that.
Yeah.
So funny. What's your favorite line then? Sid's my favorite character in the whole movie.
He's so funny. Do you actually really enjoy? I really enjoy that advert. And you said the guy from
Al's
Jurassic
Toy
Park.
Barn. Yeah, well,
Voices
he
him?
voices Al in the second one, as far as I know. Yeah. Because Al's the guy that steals Woody from the jumble sale and then gives it to the painter guy. Yeah, because he has everything. He has all the toys. That sounded weird. He has all the Woody toys. That also sounds weird. Anyway, listen, it's a fun time. Shall we move on to director's cut? Things you would change, things you don't love,
Sure.
or like who would you want to play?
Oh, Sid.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Do you know what line I forgot? Sorry. Let's just rewind. What about Janie's all better now? Oh my god! When he hands her the fucking
Amazing.
wee doll. What's wrong, Sid? Want to play with Sally? Oh, wee Sally doll getting her fucking head ripped off. Hannah's a wee tragic. See her shit toys. Oh my god! And he's just ruined them all on her.
The wee tea party is so tragic.
Isn't it?
It's
Says
definitely
you-
something we all did too.
Do you know what was tragic? You fucking basically begging your toys not to kill you when you're sleeping. That's something I'm gonna be. You've said that to me a few times as well. Anyway,
You're gorgeous, Ciaran.
I know you look so lovely. Don't stab me at night. Yeah. So I would most want to play Ham or Potato Head. I think they're good characters with like loads of personality in just a few lines.
Sure.
But I really, really, in the later ones, I really dislike Mrs. Potato Head.
Yeah.
I find her to be so
I
boring.
know. I think when they start adding the partners in, like Jessie.
I hate Jessie.
Boo.
Jessie is my least favorite Toy Story. Her and Mrs. Potato Head.
I
are
love
shit.
Joan Cusack as well, but that
I
don't know.
I hate that character.
just-
She's
it's not
really
a vibe.
annoying. She's not. She just wrecks the energy of everyone else. She's just
Mm.
too up. It's all up here. I'm like, nah, Jessie, fuck off. I'm glad you were mistreated. Anyway, I would have liked a sequel that goes along with Sid through his therapy journey after this, because he's definitely going to be. Can you imagine if a toy basically threatened your life and made you like turn around and like did all that they do to him? You'd shout like, I can't sit and he's shaking like a shitting dog the rest of his life, surely, like, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So I'd like a movie that's called Sid's Story, where it's just him going through a series of different child psychologists, and none of them can help him.
Plus, I would really love to know if there is any truth to the weirdness with like people that say they did have possessed toys, like that Annabelle doll and all. Do you remember that?
Yeah, vaguely, yeah.
I remember when all those films were coming out about the fucking, what did you call them? That couple that would like basically go and cleanse your house if you had strange goings on. The Warrens, was it?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
And did you ever watch like The Conjuring or anything?
Nah,
Well,
I'm not really into stuff like that.
well, apparently these were real people, and that they had this. I don't know if they're still alive. If they still have this fucking museum of like confiscated artifacts from people's houses.
The good idea is to keep them all in one place, because then if anything happens, the world's over. So that's good. No, I haven't. I've never really got into stuff like that. The only thing I've ever really, there's obviously a lot of movies. It's like, you know, an evil teddy bear or whatever.
Chucky.
Chucky is the classic. But then I went to a Darren Brown show, Svengali, and part of that was about this wee fucking doll boy thing that was meant to be possessed that he owned. It was like an old artifact from the 1800s or something.
Oh
And I was
shit.
like, part of the show is it fucking goes, "Nyeh," and you're like, right, okay. All right, Darren. That's enough. Just tell me what the lottery numbers will be and stop scaring the bollocks out of me. Now, if you ever get a chance to go see a Darren Brown show, do it. It's fucking incredible. I wonder as well, could we get the other toys right? So this is my big director's cut point. Sometimes in a movie, because of what the story is, something happens where you're kind of robbed of characters for a time. So like in Chamber of Secrets, Hermione gets fucking petrified, and she's just not around for the last fucking 35 minutes of that until the very end, right? And they do this in other movies too, where sometimes it's just like, oh, you're trapped, so you've just got to sit there like a knob, right? I think when Woody and Buzz go missing, you could make this movie in an hour and a half and give me 8 or 9 minutes of the other toys trying to do more to find them, trying to do something, or who's gonna take over when these two are gone.
Yeah.
I think it would be Potato Head. He's the most fucking politically minded.
Is he like a New Yorker?
Yeah.
Type?
Don Rickles, mate. Like
Amazing.
Don Rickles, you know, people will talk about Don Rickles in Casino, and he's excellent in it. And you can watch some of his old stand up, and you can watch him do the roasts on YouTube with like old timey roasts like with big stars like Dean Martin and like Telly Savalas and people like that, Sammy Davis Jr., right? But one of Don Rickles' best performances is in the Clint Eastwood war movie, Kelly's Heroes, where he is absolutely fucking hilarious the whole way through that movie. Like, just it's a funny movie, and he's funny in it. Like, just so good. There's a bit where he calls somebody up to ask him a favor, and he's done favors for this guy, and he calls him up and he says, "So, listen, I got a little favor to ask you." And then you just see his face change, and he goes, "Will you stop crying? I haven't even asked you. What the hell's the matter with you?" And I just love the fucking attitude in that guy.
Yeah.
Um,
From New Yorkers in general.
his whole face. He's like he's unbelievable control
Yeah.
of his face, and he was a brilliant comedian. So I'm a big fan. But
Like, when Robin Williams meets the Lost Boys, before he remembers he's
Yeah,
Peter
yeah.
Pan,
and Hook.
there's a wee New Yorker kid.
That's
who
right. James Mario.
He
Yeah,
immediately stands out.
yeah, he does. Play throws a ball in his face. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely he does stand out.
Very, very funny.
He was in Band of Brothers and the late 90s teen sitcom USA High. There you go. So, shall we move on to score?
Yeah.
Do you have anything else for director's cut?
No.
Things you would Randy Newman. It's all Randy, right?
I know.
It's all Randy. Sounds like a late night show that would have been on Channel 5 on a Thursday, 10:57. You know what you're getting, right? You have to sit with your foot, sit with your toe on the power button of your TV in case your fucking mailbox. Anyway, so
I remember asking before we were watching, I can't remember what we were watching, and I said, I wonder, is he any relation to Thomas? And they are.
They are related, yeah.
Musical family,
yeah.
as it turns out.
And there's another one as well. Isn't there 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cousins and brothers.
I don't love Randy Newman's music, but he's iconic in this film. So
Yeah.
like, we used to watch the TV show Monk, and it was originally like a Jeff. What's that guy's name? Jeff. It's not Jeff Beck, obviously. Yeah.
It was brilliant. then they changed it.
Do you know what? But I love the bit where it goes.
Yep.
And then they changed it to Randy fucking going
Oh no.
some shite song, just like "It's strange out there" or some shit. And you're like, do you know the best thing to look up if you're not sure about Randy Newman, who he is or what he's about? You will have heard "You Got a Friend in Me," right?
Is that his most iconic, you think?
Definitely, yeah, definitely. You got a friend in me, right?
Lovely lyrics, to be fair.
It's a lovely song. There's this again. Go back to season 2, Family Guy. Great Randy Newman banter where there's been an apocalypse and somebody goes, "There's nothing left around here except Randy Newman sitting around singing about what he sees." And just cut over Randy Newman and he's looking at Peter and he's just on the piano going, "Fat man and his wife and dog coming through the morning fog." And it finishes with him just watching them walk away going, "Left foot, right foot, left foot." Mate,
Amazing.
see that? Randy Newman sitting over there singing about what he sees. That's fucking amazing.
I wish people still talk like that.
I know, yeah. I think his music's great in this movie and it totally suits this movie, but I don't love it when it pops up in other movies. What's the rom-com that we like that starts with him? Is it Made in Manhattan?
No.
There's definitely another one that starts with him singing, and it's a movie we've watched a lot. Is it Just Go With It or something? There's a rom-com that
It's
we've
not
watched
ringing a bell.
where it starts with Randy Newman, and every time he starts singing at the start of it, I'm just like, "Randy, I went and sing about the toys and they've rest with Sloan, will you? You're fucking melt." But
The lyrics, and as the years go by, our friendship will never die.
yeah,
Love that.
that is lovely. I do like that other song that's in it, the strange things are happening to me. Ain't no doubt about it. That's a great song. And then the other one is the "No, you can't be true. I can fly if I wanted to." I like that one.
Have you ever heard a speaking voice?
No. I've never.
I mean, I just want to know, is that absolutely put on, or does he actually talk like it?
He's a great piano player. I don't think he's a great singer, but he's a good piano player. He's a great piano player and a great songwriter. But I'm like not arsed. I don't like the vibe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I'm sure he gives a fuck. Randy, if you're out there, I won't take any of it back. I'm not really sorry, but we'll agree to disagree on your music. So before we move on, enjoy this read for our Patreon. If you like what you see over here at Back to the Features, perhaps you would be interested in coming over to our Patreon at patreon.com/Ciaran Bartlett. The Ciaran Bartlett Comedy. Fucked it. Patreon.com/Ciaran Bartlett Comedy. Right. You will get access to old comedy specials. You will get access to new comedy specials. You will get access to Take 5, our sister podcast, which comes out every Thursday. So you get an extra podcast episode every week. Those podcast episodes are very highly influenced by the Patreon community. So we always ask, people comment, we end up doing their episodes. Give me the top 5, villains of all time. Give me the top 5 trilogies of all time. Give me the top 5, whatever, right? All movie related. Great wee podcast. I really like it. I think you like it too. We also have our cookery segment, comes out once a month. Smells bitchin'. You get access to that. You also get access to a free. You're paying for it. Nothing's for free. You get access to a Goblin Gazette, which is a weekly update for me, video update every week, and that's where you get all my showbiz goss, all my latest news of my amazing writing career and how it's going. So it's a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy it. It's pretty cheap. I think you will like it if you like Back to the Features. So please consider checking it out. Patreon.com/Ciaran Bartlett Comedy. Up a hoods, and then on with the podcast. So welcome back. This is when we're going to talk about the chokey. These are the moments in the movie that get you all choked up and a wee bit of mosh. Do you have any of these? I only have one or two.
Yeah.
What are your ones?
That part where Buzz fails the flight and falls and cracks.
That is the saddest part for me, when he gets depressed. I've said, as I said earlier, it would be so sad if they cut away to something else there. The fact that we're straight back into how funny it is.
Yeah.
They do that really well. That's
the apron and the hat.
See, that's totally my taste though, because I think do you know how easy it is once you do a wee moment of heart in a story, like a wee moment of emotion and a wee dramatic moment, how easy it is to sit there too long because you have the audience in the fucking palm of your hand. You can just do what you want, and then it goes too far, and you're like, well, it's just sad now.
Yeah.
You need to get out of that again quickly and back into the banter. So I think they do that well. I have written down here that I know I should feel sorry for Andy when he can't find his toys, but I just think he's a wee whinge and a wee irresponsible one, and I just don't. I just go fuck him. So I don't like him enough to care. So that's something. Pixar, if you're ever going back for a redraft, that's something I would work on. Do you have any other wee sad bits?
I feel sorry for the claw. I feel sorry for them.
Why?
I don't know. They're just wee tragics.
I feel sorry for Sid's sister.
Yeah.
Because the man and dad obviously don't give a flying fuck about what's going on in that house. And
we only know of him now too, don't we?
The dad, if you remember, there's a bit where Woody goes into a room and the dad is sitting there with beer bottles all over the floor.
Right.
And the TV on.
So only a man then.
So the man, a deadbeat dad in Sid's house.
Also, I feel sorry for Sid's toys or creations, because they are scary, and then you start to feel sorry for them.
I feel sorry
when they start helping. You go, oh fuck.
The one that's just a big hand inside a Jack in the Box. I feel sorry for him. But yeah, I think they balance it really well in this. It's not overly sad. It's pretty funny.
No, it's excellent. It's excellent.
So let's move on to the effects. So I've said here, for me, the effects are brilliant and still stand up now. There's a couple of things I don't love. I don't think Scud the dog is very good. It's all the time. It looks like computer graphics from the 90s.
Yeah.
Whereas the rest of it looks like it's future-proofed a bit against that.
He was a couple of steps away from having a box nose.
Yeah. He looks shit. I also think Molly looks a bit shit when she's in the car at the end. I think she looks a bit,
Dull.
Right. And I don't love it.
Oh, before we move on, Kiri has a dolly eye. Now, not that it opens and closes on a whim, but when he rubs it,
I'll see if it works today. Something. Yep.
I hope that's picking that up. It sounds like,
And here, listen, this one doesn't have it.
yeah, it's mad.
So I hope you heard that. Otherwise, I would just spent 30 seconds me making my eyes red. But I think they say it's air in a tear duct because I've cried all my tears out of my left eye. So yeah, I think it's because I get so emotional on stage, darling. I invest. I give and give and give. But yeah, it's weird that wee thing, isn't it? That is a good show for
It
me.
is funny because it's the exact noise that their eyes make when they open and close.
Just see if we can give you it one more time here, and hopefully it works. Mental.
Amazing.
So there's no hunt double this week because there are no stunt doubles in this movie. Let's move on to credits roll. There's only a couple of these that I would do. This is roles that you wouldn't want to tell your family you were playing because of the name of the character. So this isn't that bad, but monotone announcer is pretty bad as a character name, and that's played by, I can't even read my own writing. I don't know if that says Bill Turner or Bill Farmer. Bill Farmer. Now there's something going on here. We talked a wee bit about this last week, didn't we? Or somebody commented about the Wilhelm scream, which is a famous scream sound effect. You can look it up. It's all on YouTube. It's a famous sound effect. You will hear it in loads and loads and loads of movies, and it's in this when Buzz flies out the window. It sort of goes "Gah!" like that, "Gah!" right? That's the tone of it. It's obviously better than that. Otherwise, they wouldn't have used it for years. But people are now crediting that guy that made that, a guy called Sheb Woolley, I think. They're crediting him now as Buzz Lightyear's scream or so and so's scream, and you're going, well, it's a sound effect. It's called Wilhelm scream anyway. So I've decided not to count that. But then the one I would least want to play is a character called Burned Ragdoll, which was played by Danielle Judovitz, which is just a fucking bad character name, isn't it? Who are you in Toy Story? Burned Ragdoll. Devastating. Give me Sally. Give me Tammy. Give me a fucking doll's name. Tammy. I don't know. And then okay, last up then. AOB, any other business. So we wanted to tell our Toy Stories and tell some of yours. One that I wanted to tell was that, do you remember swapping? Did you ever try and swap a toy?
I don't think so.
So early 90s, there was these wee games you could get that were like wee handhelds, and we just have one game on it. Remember these? You get them in Argus, and they're mostly like wee dodge games. Like shit's coming at you, and you've got to dodge, and then it starts getting faster, and that type of thing. Or like you have to jump over stuff, and it was like wee jumping game, and they're just wee simple computer programs, right? But I had a brilliant one that was a wee dodge thing where cars were coming at your car and you had to dodge left or right, and then it would get really fast, right? And I had that one, but then somebody else had this other one where it was like it was like what do you call that game about jumping across traffic? Frogger or something like that. It was like a wee Frogger game. You had to jump over traffic across roads, and he had that, and I had something really shit with me. Like I think I had like a couple of very specific wee soldiers, but I had loads of them, right? And I had them in with me that day, and he goes, "I'll swap you this for them soldiers." And I'm going, "Fucking jackpot! I have a ton of them in the house, and this is a win for me." And so I remember coming home with it. Mum was going, "Where'd you get that?" And I went, "I got it off whoever, a sweet lad in my class." She was like, "Did you steal that?" And I was like, "No, swapped it." And she was, "What'd you swap it for?" And I went, "Some soldiers." And she went, "No, that's not going to work." And I'm looking at her going, "Bitch, legally binding contracts been made. Like I've done the deal. Here, we closed, right?" And then I come in the next day, and he arrives, and he's already got the big red eyes, and he comes in, "Who's Ciaran?" And I'm like, and he's like, "My mum says I have to give that." I'm like, "Fucking take it." My mum says I have to give it back as well. Give me my soldiers. See, when he gave me a soldiers back, one of the wee plastic things that the stood on was broke off it, and I'm looking, I'm going, I feel like sticking a nail through this fucking handheld. You can't going, "Oh, sorry, I fucked it." Oh, wee dick. Anyway,
Talk to me about non-digital toys then.
sorry, I know. But sorry, see, from my perspective, that was a great deal for me. My ma should have been going, "Good business now, son." Do you know what I mean? Fucking him, and he fucked him over. Non-digital toys. I think I did tell this story on a podcast before. My favorite toys that I had, my actual favorite ones, right? So I had Action Man and I loved Action Man. And I was devastated when my nephew came along and got my Action Man Jeep, even though I was an adult, essentially. Well, no, I was a teenager. But he got my Action Man Jeep and ruined it. But anyway, I still have the actual Action Man toys. But anyway, my real favorite toys that were called Core Men. We can get a photo of these, can't we, and put them up. C CORPS Core, right? They were fucking brilliant. All we individual personalities, all we individual weapons that were about that size. They were like combat cars, right? They were about that size. They were basically GI Joes, right? They were that size, and all their joints moved. They were fucking excellent toys. You could get two in a packet for a couple of pound in Duns. They were amazing. And I was playing with him with this wee lad up my street. I won't tell you his name. And you know who you are. And he I came back out in the street after being in from a dinner, and he was gone and my stuff was gone. And I was like, right, I'll get that off him tomorrow. Tomorrow I see him and I goes, where's my core, man? And he's like, what? And I went, where's my toys? You were playing with them on the front doorstep. I went in for dinner, came out, you were gone. And he's like, I don't have them. And I was like, I'm gonna have your legs smashed by my brothers, right? I went inside my brothers, or Kevin, right? And then I go and tell my ma about it. And my ma sends me and my dad up to his house up around the corner to get them. You know who you are, right? Up the house. And he comes out with the big red eyes because his ma had been in. And he hands them back and they're all in fucking bits. There's like 4 or 5 of them just smashed into bits. And I'm going, what have you done? Like, how are you playing so rough with these, Lenny, that that's not his real name. How have you Lenny'd my core men, right? And then I brought them back and my dad said Phillips them for me. Like he was able to save this guy's hand, this guy's leg, this guy's fucking pelvis and put them together, right? But then one of them, so I think I ended up with 4 guys out of the 5 or 6, right? That were, I definitely lost 1 or 2 in the transplant room, right? But I always remember this. One of them was one guy's head, another guy's torso, another guy's arms and legs, but one of the arms was just missing. And my dad put the lid, the long white lid of a marker in his arm socket. And I remember looking at it and going, what the fuck's that? My dad goes, that's a cannon. I remember going, oh my fucking life. But oh my God. Listen, they were great toys. I wanted for nothing when I was a child, toys wise. Like I was very lucky. I always had brilliant toys, and they were mostly military stuff. That was my particular fucking taste. It was
Sure.
soldiers and fucking army men and all that kind of stuff. Like, you know.
Whenever we were kids, my cousins had an Action Man the decorated room, and it was all orange.
Yes, orange and black. Yeah.
Do you remember you used to be able to get the what would be like a data reel? But
Yeah.
but it's
Like
wallpaper.
a border.
Ah,
A
yeah,
border,
yeah. That as well.
Why did I just slip so quickly into changing rooms there? Oh, you're talking about a border dear. Border.
A wallpaper border, mate. Gone are the days.
Yep. We had a Man United one. I had a Man United border going round and my red and white and black paper. What was your favorite toy when you were a kid? Barbie stuff.
I did love my Barbies. And I had like a Cinderella thing. Remember I tried to find
Oh
it
wow,
that
it was
one
like
night?
it wasn't Polly Pocket, but it was like a Polly Pocket thing, wasn't it? It was small, wasn't it?
It was Cinderella's castle.
Yeah.
And I remember it being like sort of like translucent.
Mm.
And it had like jelly cone things for the castle. It was
Right.
like they were like glittery blue thing. Anyway, it was very weird. And I remember trying to find it one time online, like because I didn't know it was a Cinderella thing
Yeah.
until I found it there. And seeing it after not having seen it
I know.
after
It gives you feelings.
30
doesn't it?
years, it was like a what the fuck?
Yep.
Like it's a memory that you didn't know you had.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain.
It's like when that old bitch finds her mirror from Titanic.
Yeah,
I
it's a very
I also, so there were a couple of big waves of toys when I was a kid that were like, just this is the toy of this year. And there was definitely Monster in my pocket was one. There were like wee squidgy tiny figures about that size, but you could get free ones. So if you wanted really good ones, you had to pay for them, but you could get free ones in cereal boxes. And I was like, Monster in my pocket, right? That was the advert campaign. And then there was Pogs, which I was never into. I used to just be like, Asians are nerds, give me the ball. And then there was there was crash test dummies, which were good toys, and I had the baddies of them. I never had the dummies. I had the baddies, and then there was obviously Jurassic Park toys. But there was one thing. There was another thing I was going to say about that. I'm just trying to remember. Manta Force was also like a space age thing that was big. And I had the Venom, which was this fucking big red evil ship Santa brought me one year. It was fucking amazing. But then the last thing I want to say was there was these wee ones that were called Muscle Men, right? And they were again about that size, right? So like what, like 2 inch figures or 3 inch, right? I can't tell. A couple of inches, and they were like pink, sort of pink plastic, rubbery plastic, but quite hard, but enough that you could squeeze them a wee bit and they wouldn't break. But they were pretty hard, and they were all different. They were all hard looking men, and one had like an elephant's head, and one was like a Roman gladiator. And you can look them up online if you give a fuck. But I remember I had loads of them. Our boys had them, and then I had them, and we used to make parachutes out of Curly's bags with them, right? With like cord and Curly's bags and stuff, and you'd stick them on and like throw them out of the top window and watch them parachute down, right?
Amazing.
And I was fucking brilliant. And then I remember when we moved to the house where I did most of my growing up, our garden was like brand new, but my brothers and my dad were out, like they had to rotovate it and all, and really make it into a proper garden. And around that time, so we had loads of bags of soil, and around that time, I was learning about like things dying, right? And I was playing a game one day, and in my game, two of my muscle men died in this battle, right? And I remember I buried them in the garden. I made, oh my god, I remember then going, do you think if I get them back out of the garden, they'll still be alive? And our ones are looking at me going, he needs therapy. And I went out, mate. I was like fucking Vern in Stand By Me. I was digging them. I was digging holes all over the garden. I couldn't find them. So they're probably still there. If anybody gives a fuck.
Also, just very quickly, how enjoyable was the felt hair on an Action Man?
Oh, mate, the Action Man toys.
Oh, not just shiny plastic.
See,
it was like flocked.
Yeah, mate. See the one that I had one that had this weapon that so you could actually pull a real trigger on it and it would fire a big fucking like a wee dart thing. And then there was one like a grenade launcher thing, and then there was one that had like I had this snowboard Action Man who had this fucking ripcord fucking ice cutting thing, like a big fucking oh, they were great toys.
Amazing.
So good.
Do you know, boys toys were always like more crack.
They were always amazing.
Like I remember my granny had a big bucket for like any time any of us were gonna be over.
Yeah.
Of like Lego and stickle bricks and anyway.
Stickle bricks were fucking class. What's the first? I don't know if this is kids everywhere. What's the first thing you make out of stickle bricks? though? Is a fucking gun. Like that's the first thing you do, isn't it?
Well, that's the first thing you do.
No, I think that's the first thing. Do you know what else I was obsessed with? I had an army helmet that I was.
Somebody had written that.
Pretty
as well.
obsessive about wearing it. What had written that about me?
No.
All right.
That they was their favorite toy was their helmet.
My army helmet was fucking amazing.
There you go. This guy.
Oh, an army helmet. So this is, we asked other people what was their favorite toys or their best Toy Stories.
Smee had a post office.
Smee or Sheila, she did have a post office. Our Sheila was a wee tragic when she would play. Do you know what else me and our Sheila used to do? we used to get into the front seat of one of the car, like my dad's car, right? When it was parked in the driveway, and she would be driving, and I would like stand in front of the car and like hit, thumb a lift and hitch. And then I'd get in, and for some reason we'd put on American accents and pretend like she's just picked me up. She's on her way to New York, and I'm some character. Mate, we were both really normal, but also the
I loved my till. I had a till where I would like scan. I used to love doing the wee buttons.
I thought when you said about Sheila there, I thought you were going to say she's written in about how.
No, she did.
Where I ripped the heads of all her dolls. I'm sorry, and also
that you threw her Barbie out the window.
I did do that. And
which was already a tragic year for her because her birthday was forgotten.
She'd only just gotten it as well. But then there was the time.
Isn't that the reason why she got it?
No, I wasn't the same year. No, I wasn't the same year. It was her.
I thought they forgot her birthday, bought her the doll, and then you threw it out the window.
No. The year they forgot her birthday was the following year. She got Jumanji and the fucking Harry Ramsden's birthday, which was great. Right. No, this was before. Sure, I was only about 3 when I threw it out, so she was
Right.
only 7 or 8.
Right, okay.
But the one the other one with our Sheila and the dolls was she did have porcelain dolls, and I used to find them to be the creepiest fucking
They
toys
are.
of all because they're not even toys; they're ornaments. She didn't even play with them. They
'Cause
just sat there looking like that.
do you know a lot of them didn't have bodies? Because it was made of porcelain. They would do a lot of detail for the costumes that they had on,
Yeah.
but it was just like a wire frame.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So if
She
you actually
had a couple of those.
and they had a stand.
She definitely had ones though that had bodies, but it was like a cloth body and then this heavy porcelain head, so you can play with them. They
Oh,
just
right
had to sit
enough.
there.
And then they'd
Yeah.
have like the wee porcelain hands.
Yeah. I have
Yeah.
wee porcelain hands. So what did we get
do
off?
you see?
You people gazing at me.
Bop it.
Oh, Bop It was good, but I was an adult when Bop It came out.
Iconic. Polly Pockets.
I remember them.
Iconic. Well, what'd you call them things? It was like a ripcord. And you fucking yeeted this doll up into the sky and it had wings and it was meant to like pirouette back down.
Oh, weird. I don't know.
I loved them. Couple of kids up the street from me had those.
The Terminator toys were amazing as well when they would like degrade and like break apart and all.
I also had this big yellow teapot that I loved. It was just plastic and it didn't have a lid. And
Right.
there's a picture of me. I wonder if I can get it of me sitting on the doorstep with an Easter egg hamper and my yellow teapot.
Oh my god! Do
I
you
don't know
remember
why.
them Fisher Price cars that kids had? It's
Oh,
like a wee red car with a big
iconic.
yellow thing.
They
and-
still have them.
Yeah,
Oh, do you know what
there was a
amazing?
couple of people had them on our street.
The pull along toys,
Used to
like a
try
wee
and hit them
wooden,
with a football. What?
like the wee wooden toys, and the legs would move as you pulled the cord. Do you remember
Yeah,
them?
yeah.
Phones were always a good thing to play with. My
Oh,
granny,
like toy phones.
my granny cut the cord of one of her
Oh, like an old
old
phone. Yeah.
and oh mate, you know,
Yeah.
especially the old phones with the old
See,
receivers.
it's weird because do you know what I always find? At that time, it seems to me that boys' toys were like, imagine doing something. Like imagine being a soldier, or you have like a battle going on, or like imagine you're a race car driver, or imagine you're a dump truck driver.
Yeah, and
or
girls
something.
are just
Gir-
imagine
gir-
being a single
gir-
man.
Girls are like,
There's a wee Hoover with wee sparkly balls flying about
now,
when you go to Hoover.
are you playing single mummy or are you playing suicidal office worker? Which is it today, love? You know,
I hate that. It's
They've
all
ch- they've-
fucking cleaning stuff.
they've changed it now though, because now
Have they?
there's what do you call? I don't know what you call that fucking one that was big. The like doc somebody like doc shenanigans or something, and it's like I can't remember what it's called, but it's like they were trying to get girls their toys to be more aspirational, like be a doctor or be a fucking
Yeah,
don't be whatever, like don't just be
looking after
a
babies.
mummy. you
Yeah.
know. Not that isn't a job, guys. That's highly important and valued.
Somebody else has said Manta Force.
Oh, I said Manta Force. They were fucking great. Manta Force was great. You know what was great? Our Fiona got me Turtles toys as well. She went on a trip to America when she was about 19 or 20 and fucking brought me back Turtles toys. That hadn't
Amazing.
come out here yet. Oh my god.
Cabbage Patch Dolls.
They were huge.
Furbies.
Furbies bypassed me. I never had them, but all like kids out in our street, there were a load of the wee girls in my class had them.
Again, the ice.
Do you remember a Tamagotchi as well?
Yep. Alien babies.
Remember I said to you recently something about I'm like a Tamagotchi where if you don't feed me, I'll run away after 2 days. I had like a Gamatachi. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't an official one.
Some kid said,
great.
some guy said the laser guns that had 12 different noises every time you pulled the trigger.
And they all had the same noises. One of them was boo, boo, boo. Like we
Yes.
Oh my god, yes.
Amazing.
Yep.
Oh mate.
Oh mate,
what
go
about
on and getting a fucking toy gun out of Hector's on the falls.
swing
Yes.
ball.
What? Oh, swing balls up there.
It's iconic. It's in our garden.
Do you remember
right now.
what do you call the I don't know what you call them, the fucking sticky patch
Throw and
things.
catch
The
things?
throwing, it's like a wee round disc on your hand. It's like Velcro ball. Yes,
It's amazing.
class. Super soakers as well. They were class.
Oh mate, having a water fight was epic.
What's the do you know the thing that would have disgusted me in the middle of a water fight is some wee cunt soaks you, makes it look like you pissed yourself, and you turn around, squirt them back with something, and he goes, "I'm not allowed to get wet." I'm like, are you allowed to get fucking murdered, you wee twat? Oh,
Somebody just sent a photograph. What the fuck is that? What is
Someone
that?
has sent a terrifying photograph. We'll see if we can put that up.
Sorry, Louise, I'm going to have to identify you here to show this picture. What is that?
That's a scary doll. Mental.
I don't know what that is. Um,
Mental.
Somebody had a pirate ship, which resulted in a few other toys walking the plank.
That's good. That's a great time.
That is enjoyable.
I'm trying to. I was really careful with my shit. I never tortured any of them. You know, I think I was too nice.
Stretch Armstrong. Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. My brothers were more into cars than I was. Like they used to do cool things. They would have set up class wee jumps and all for their cars, and they would have done stuff where like they got them to like they always wanted to like fire them at each other really fast, but not try to just crash them together, but try to get them to get like stunt drive and stuff where it was like as close to it as you could get, maybe skim the sides. I was so deep. I've just remembered another big wave of toys. I was so deep in the army stuff. Zero Hour. Do you remember Zero Hour? Tiny wee figures that size, and you could paint them if you wanted. All military, all like special forces. 0 Hour. Oh my god.
Made adverts
The
for
ads,
toys.
mate, the ads are
Iconic.
buried deep.
Yeah.
Action Man, the greatest hero of them all. Action Man was played by the guy who was Trojan in the British Gladiators. There you go.
Amazing. Game Boys. I know.
Aye.
Crash Bandicoot and all that.
Oh fuck, you
From-
wouldn't have been playing Crash Bandicoot.
I know you wouldn't
on
have
a
played it on Game Boy.
clearly.
I know. But somebody else had mentioned it.
Game Boys were amazing, but we didn't have one. We had a Sega Mega Drive. Our boys had, and it was fucking unbelievable.
Somebody said there was a floaty bird thing that you balanced on the end of your finger like an absolute magician.
Do you know one of the best things? My dad was amazing at making things, and he made me a battlefield one time for me to play with my soldiers on, and it was like there's one we made together, which was like chicken wire, and then paper mache over it, and then we painted it and put trees on it and all, right. And it was fucking amazing. But he also made. I was such a weird wee child. Do you know one of the things that I had when I was about 8 or 9? I became into like the French, the Franco-British Wars, the Napoleonic Wars, right? And I had loads of wee soldiers that were that size. That were all there was like French infantry and French cavalry and French artillery, and then all the British ones too. And my dad made me this fucking castle. Huge castle made out of like cardboard, but he bought like paper, like the paper it on, that was like stone effect paper.
Right.
So he made this castle and then papered it in this stone effect paper. And then inside the courtyard of the castle was all like wee stalls and all that and wee buildings that he made. He was a fucking hero.
That's amazing.
The toys that he made were amazing. And then I had all my wee soldiers in there, but it had a drawbridge, It was fucking unreal.
Class.
Yeah.
Somebody said that they had Hopper from Bug's Life.
That's a good toy.
A lot of other people saying the same stuff.
Like what?
Barbies and Action Men. Baby Born.
Baby Born was one of the ones that pissed itself, I think. Yeah.
I remember had Baby All Gone.
Yeah, that was.
And the smell.
My baby all gone.
I had never used real vanilla until this year for a recipe.
Oh, and you said it smells.
And it was like fucking flashbacks. As
Yeah.
soon as I opened the packet, I was like, "What? That smells like that doll." It was crazy. Anyway, I don't know how they infused it for so long. Like
Yeah.
it never left the toy.
Yeah.
Where you like pushed
It's chemicals.
you pushed the berries into its mouth,
Oh, wow.
and then it disappeared inside the spoon. Right. So this was funny. This wee girl had a Toy Story pillow that she said was also
Oh yeah, we should finish on this.
Yeah. a Toy Story pillow, and one night she was drinking milk. And she spilt the milk on the pillow and decided that she would suck the milk out of the pillow. I don't know what to save the milk and or the pillow. Vomited.
That's making me cringe even thinking about that.
Vomited. And ended up throwing it out anyway. Amazing.
Janie's all better now.
Amazing.
Anyway, thanks for sharing all your Toy Stories with us. It's been a lot of crack. Next week we have Willie T coming on to talk about Inglorious Bastards. So that's going to be sensational. Thanks for being here. Thank you for co hosting. And we will see you in the next one. All right. Bye.